What's up, everybody? How you
What's
doing,
going
Dave?
on?
Hey, Dave, tell everybody whose game it is.
Let me talk to you. We know who game this is. L.A. Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, what's going on, man? Saturday night, right? Feeling all right.
What's going on, big man?
Not too much. Just Halloween party tonight. Got all dressed up in my in a Walmart special. It was a Fireball suit. So I was dressed like a bottle of Fireball. So
I saw that on your little post there you put on our group chat. I thought that was pretty funny. Got to be honest.
yeah.
Where did you get that costume?
The Walmart is a Walmart special, man. I'll tell you what, that was awesome. And I was surprised because usually, like a bigger gentleman as myself, you don't find too many costumes for. And I just happened to be walking through the one aisle, and I seen it folded up and sitting there away from the other costumes. Like, wait a second now. I picked it up, like, well, I'm going to try this bitch on. Threw it on there. It's like, damn, I look good in this, yo.
And you did look good in it, I got to admit. And actually, it fit just perfect, too.
Yeah,
it looked good on you. It
that
did.
was a 60 bottle of Fireball, I'll tell you what. No messing around with that one, man.
Adam.
We got Adam Glenn checking in. What's up, Adam? Thanks for checking the show out again, of course. Sticking with us late at night here.
I see Adam's up and ready to roll.
Oh, hell yeah. Fall asleep halfway through the show.
Oh, he will.
All right,
well, we will. One or the other.
Well, we might face down like this.
Who won what?
Wake up at 6 p.m. Paul's like, you guys were on for 6 hours. And you had one view. What happened? Adam went to sleep too. I don't know.
Hey, Adam stuck with us for the 6-hour show.
That's what the next Atomic Drop podcast is going to be. Sleepover with Cowboy Dave and the Bat Fry.
There you go. Camp out with us.
All right, so Monday Night Raw, man. So what'd you think?
All I know is we have new tag team champions.
Huge, man, huge.
The Judgment Day gets the titles back, baby.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Did you see that coming at all?
No, actually, I didn't, because I didn't see. I was surprised they split up Sammy and Kevin. To be honest with you,
yeah,
that threw me to a loop. But then I see why, because of Drew. I think it was because of Drew, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was Drew. So,
and to be honest with you, it kind of surprised Sammy too. He kicked off Raw, came out with his little speech saying how he's going to miss his tag team partner. He's a little surprised. He's a little kind of awkward out there. He said, but he's excited. I'm excited to see Sammy by himself as well. He and KO were awesome as a tag team, but I enjoy watching Sammy's work as a singles wrestler. You just go if you want to try to remember like what Sammy was as a singles wrestler, just go back and watch that match he had with Roman Reigns for the World Championship for the Universal title. What a match that was between he and Roman, and hopefully we get more of that Sammy. Just balls to the wall, hardcore. Nothing's gonna stop me. My motor's gonna go forever type of Sammy, and hopefully we get that Sammy and not the weird conspiracy theory Sammy that was there before the bloodline. So
yeah, I agree with that. I like Sammy by himself. He's actually he gets more pop actually. When you think about it.
Yep. Adam Glenn wants to know if I'm drunk. I am not. I'll tell you what, Adam. I had 2 beers when I first got there because I was driving. I'm a responsible adult, and that second beer went down so good. I'm like, oh my god, I need to get away. Like I could have had 8 more. To be honest, I could have really hit them hard because those beers were cold and they were free, and I'm all for that.
So my question to you is, how many costumes did you see tonight?
I think everybody was pretty much dressed up. That if I remember correctly. There's my daughter's softball coach. He had a really cool costume. He and his family. He was dressed up. He had a pig's head, but he had like black gloves on, like he was a butcher. He had the apron on with blood all over it, and so he had a cleaver. So he was like a pig butcher. And then his wife, she was dressed she had like a pig nose, but she had her neck something on her neck. Like her neck was cut. by the butcher's knife, and then his daughters were dressed as little piggies too. So I thought that was pretty cool. There's a bunch of the one lady was dressed up like Castellanos from the Phillies.
Oh God!
She had stuff on her face to mimic his little goatee, and
she wore the headband too.
Yep, had the headband on.
God.
There was a pirate. My wife dressed as a scarecrow. My daughter was a cowgirl. My youngest daughter was a ninja, and the little guy was SpongeBob SquarePants. So, that was our family theme. Was anything goes.
So the whole family dressed up, huh?
Yeah. So nice. It was a lot of fun though. Yeah, I wish I got drunk. Because it was, like I said, it was going down very, very good.
Oh wow!
It's a long drive. Too long to be messing around.
Hey, if you guys had a great time, it's all that counts.
All it counts. So back to all, like you said about tag team champions, and of course it had to be something square, had to be something like silly. You had not silly, but something squirrely going on with Jimmy Uso getting up there and interfering in the match, giving Jay I think he kicked Jay off the apron, and Cody ended up getting. I think Cody got pinned. I think that's how it went.
Yes, Cody got pinned. Yep.
It had to be something swirly, and of course Jimmy comes back and screws Jay again. Shocking as shit. I didn't see that one coming because you're not thinking somebody from the Bloodline is going to interfere in that match. You figured maybe somebody from the Judgment Day. Yes, okay, that makes sense.
Right.
But Judgment Day and Bloodline, they've been talking. Rhea's been doing a lot of de-wheeling and dealing, which is leading her Bloodline or her Judgment Day mates kind of question her a little bit. Like, hey, what are you doing? You're kind of more on the phone than you are with us right now. So, hey, curious to see where that goes. That was brought up by Damian Priest. So,
well, her and Paul Heyman tried to make something go in there, but didn't quite work out to her advantage. I don't think. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't think it's done yet. I think whatever her and Paul spun, I don't think it's done yet.
Okay.
Adam says Sammy and Jay will be a tag team. Now, this is where I disagree with Adam 100%. I see Sammy and Jay be feuding. Because we saw after so Sammy goes out to the ring, he cuts his promo, he's getting ready to be attacked by the Judgment Day.
Right.
And who comes down to stand by his side is Jey Uso.
Right.
And Sammy was very appreciative of the help, but when we go backstage, Sammy's pissed off, and Jay came up, hey, Us, what's up, bro? And Sammy was very short with him. He goes, it shouldn't be you out there, it should be KO. The reason KO's not here is because of you. Right. Jay gets everything Jay wants, and Sammy's getting screwed at it. So I see Sammy and Jay potentially having a feud. That's what I think is going to end up happening.
Didn't Sammy during the show say, "I'm sorry what I said. I didn't mean what I said. I'm just pissed off because Kevin went to Smackdown." You
know what sorry is? Sorry is just a Band-Aid waiting to be ripped off, buddy. That's what that is.
This is true.
So I mean, if they do become a tag team, I think it's going to be one of those tag teams where it's short-lived and one of the guys turns on the other guy, and I think it'd be Sammy's going to turn on Jay because he's pissed off that KO's not there. People, pissed off at Sammy that Jay's there.
I don't see Sammy turning on Jay, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
How many times when they were in the Bloodline that those two had a connection? So I don't see them. I don't see that happening. I just don't. Yeah, I'm not saying they're going to be a tag team, but I'm just saying I don't see them. I don't see a feud.
They do have a history. You're right. They do have a history, a very friendly history.
Yes.
But I mean, because I know when Sammy turned on the Bloodline, I think it was Jay that was pretty much standing up for him. It's like, come on, dude. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Jay stood up for him when Roman was about to knock him out.
Yeah.
And, so that's why I don't see that happen. I mean, it could. I'm not saying it can't, but I just don't see it this time.
Yeah. And speaking of tag teams, Adam wants to know where his tag team partner is, Eileen.
I don't know. Where is Eileen? She's probably sleeping.
She might be sleeping. I know before I came on, I was watching a little bit of hockey, so maybe she's watching hockey. Or maybe she's watching the Rangers or something like that. I think she's a Rangers fan. So
I think the Rangers are done, aren't they?
No, Rangers.
I said they're done. They're done tonight, right?
Yeah, I have no idea. I was watching the Kings, Bruins, so I don't know.
I know the Flyers lost in overtime, 5-4.
Well, we got Paul Spencer here checking in. The man with the master plan says, "Wow, college football never disappoints. Upsets, and the best UFC card I've seen. A stupid coach this weekend versus our 5-2 team telling me my team and myself are overrated. Well, does 47-6 say overrated? It does not say overrated. That's
not even close.
That's what that says.
47-6. Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing overrated about that. That's insert foot into mouth. That guy just needs to.
There she is.
Adam, there's your tag team partner, Eileen. There we go. You can give her the hot tags. Now she's in. There we go.
She said laugh out loud, be sleeping.
College football games. I had a 14-game parlay and I had a 6-game parlay. I lost them both. Freaking the 14-game parlay, I lost on Howard. I picked Howard.
Okay.
And the 6-game parlay, I don't remember who was it I lost. It was an upset. It was I don't know if it was an upset. It was I think I picked Iowa. I think Minnesota beat Iowa like 10-9 or 10-6 or 10-7 or something like that. Or 12-9 maybe. I don't know what the hell it was. It pissed me off, like a baseball score.
Got me on that one.
Yeah.
All I know is Penn State lost to Ohio State today. So.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Eileen says midnight's too early for her to be sleeping. There we go.
Hey, we thought you were sleeping, Eileen, but thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul also says he had UFC +3, close. Oh, yeah, UCF, I think he means. Central Florida. Okay. They were playing. Who the hell was it? I picked against them.
I don't know.
Were they the ones playing Oklahoma today?
I couldn't tell you. I have no idea.
I can't remember. I think that's who it was. I picked Oklahoma. All right, so moving on here. Go ahead. What were you gonna say, Dave?
No, I was gonna say I wouldn't mind Sammy and Jay being a tag team. I'd be okay with that. But then again, he is main event Jey Uso, so I guess he's on his own. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, and that's if you want to be main event Jey Uso, you got to be by yourself.
I agree.
Main event Jey Uso if you're a part of a tag team with main event Cody Rhodes.
I agree.
I mean, like he'll always if he's going to continue to tag with Cody Rhodes, which they may very well still continue to tag for a little while yet. He's going to be the second fiddle. Cody, I believe, in my opinion, is the bigger star than Jey Uso, and Cody is a bona fide main eventer. So,
true. I agree. But Jay's working his way up, though.
Yeah, well, I think he will. I don't ever see Jey Uso being a part of the WWE Championship race, or you know what I mean? Like I don't ever really expect him to be in the mix that often. He might have a match for the championship, but I don't ever expect him to win it or to have multiple matches for the championship. I just don't see it. Adam hates Penn State.
Thank you, Adam.
I don't know if who Adam is a fan of. I don't know.
I don't know.
Paul Spencer says it was a typo with the UCF or UFC, as we meant UCF. That's why I figured with the +3. That didn't make sense with UFC +3. It happens to the best of us, right, Paul? I mean, fat fingers. I'm always like this. Dip. I look back at it, it's like, oh man, I got to redo that. And Eileen says she is watching SNL.
Ah. Who's Eileen? Who's hosting SNL tonight? I have no idea. I'm asking.
I think Bad Bunny is that tonight where Bad Bunny's doing it. I know Smackdown was host commercials for it on Smackdown and stuff like that. So I don't know if that was tonight or if that's next week. Adam's a Notre Dame fan.
Notre Dame guy. Okay.
So all right, moving on from Sammy. We had also a really good match between Ricochet and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
Really good match.
False count anywhere. It was good. Very good.
I'll tell you what, that was almost that could have almost been like a pay-per-view match. That was a really good match.
It was.
They took it, out in the crowd. You don't see that too often anymore, where they're out in the crowd and stuff like that fighting. And that one spot where Ricochet jumped off the I don't know, like off the ledge off his. I guess that's a stairway or whatever.
He's sick. He's sick.
Who knows WWE? I know that this part was like when some guys go into matches, they say they call it on the fly sometimes. So I guess something like this, you kind of got to work out spots.
Yep.
But WWE had some pretty cool camera angles from him doing the, I don't know if it's a swanton dive or whatever it was. It was a flip. It was a flip. I don't know if it's a swanton exactly or not.
It was kind of a swanton, something in that effect.
They had the shot from far away, like straight ahead. They had a couple side shots, but then they also had the camera shot from underneath, which I thought was really neat. Like you don't see an angle like that often. I thought it was really cool. And but I mean, a great match. Of course, Did you think that Ricochet was going to win that match at all?
No, I didn't. No, to be honest with you, because I mean, after what Nakamura went through with Seth, I didn't see him losing that to Ricochet. No.
So what do you think's next for Nakamura?
It's a good question.
You go from having a trio of matches with the champion and losing all three, to fighting the Ricochet. So what's next for him?
And it was a big win for Nakamura to beat Ricochet. Ricochet, I agree. Ricochet's very good. He's very good. I don't know what's up with Nakamura. I think him and Ricochet just might keep going for a couple more weeks. We'll see what happens.
Well, yeah, it might be one of those situations where he kind of like lingers in the mid card, match with Ricochet, a match with this guy, a match with this guy. Maybe you throw a Bronson Reed in there again, or you have Johnny Gargano who's having issues with Imperium, so maybe you have something with him. Maybe just to have a match. Ciampa's out hurt, I guess, right now, or I don't know if that's storyline or if that's factual.
I think it's storyline for him. Pretty sure.
All right. So you have to figure with Imperium and Gargano and Ciampa, you have to figure sooner or later, the next week or two, you figure Ciampa's going to come back, and you're going to end up having a tag team war with Gargano and Ciampa versus Imperium, Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, who's having they're having issues as well. Kaiser's
Ludwig Kaiser.
I'll tell you, that dude's a dickhead. I don't know why Giovanni even puts up with it.
I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't get it.
Hand behind his back, nose in the air. Giovanni Vinci's walking behind. He tries to help Kaiser's giving him the shit in the business and stuff. Like if I'd give him a nut slap and just get the hell out of there. Well, screw you. Get a little nut tap. Buckle his knees and get out of there.
You gotta love Ludwig Kaiser.
Oh man, that dude just gives me the creeps. Every time I see him, I don't know. It's
ladies and gentlemen.
It's terrible. So I'm not sure. I think that's what Nakamura is going to be. I think he's going to be kind of like a mid card for a little while.
The thing about Nakamura is he's getting a lot of TV time. That's for sure. I mean, he's getting a lot of matches. Him with Seth, and now he's with Ricochet, and they like that. Nakamura is that guy that they can put him anywhere with anybody. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. He's going to make a match out of it.
Well, I just want to say to Nakamura. Kane called. He wants his suit back, and you better make it bigger. Did you notice that his ring gear? I was looking at his ring gear. I'm like Jesus Christ, that looks like it's something Kane would wear because it was all black and it had like red flames on it.
Red flames on it, yeah.
Like he took one of Kane's suits and shrunk it in the dryer and just threw that on. Jesus Christ. I'm like,
actually looks better on Nakamura than it did Kane.
It looked kind of small on him, to be honest. He got it unzipped. He always has them unzipped in the front, but
Nakamura's the Michael Jackson of wrestling.
Yes, you're right. He is. I love his. I think that's probably my favorite entrance. Is the Nakamura entrance, the music.
Yes,
and stuff like that. I really enjoy that.
Yep.
So
remember when he was with Rick Boogs at one point?
Yeah.
And Boogs would come out and do his music for him.
Yeah.
So. Just saying.
He got released, didn't he, Rick Boogs?
I think he did. I think they let him go. Yeah.
I think he got hurt, and then he ended up getting released, which I'm surprised because he's a big, muscular dude.
Well, I don't think his ring wasn't very good.
Nah,
he wasn't good in the ring at all.
So we had Piper Niven versus Natalya. I didn't like this match at all. I thought it was terrible.
I didn't see much of this because I was watching the Cowboys game, so I kind of back and forth.
Well, it kind of it looked clunky. There's a bunch of the spots just look slow, and some of them look like they just plain old missed. Like they didn't look good. It didn't look smooth. And whenever I watch Natalya, they're good clean matches. They're smooth, but with Piper Niven, it was like, it wasn't good.
You mean Dewdrop?
Yeah, Dewdrop, Piper. Well,
I like Piper though. I do because she's good in the ring. She's very good in the ring.
She didn't mesh well with Natalya.
No. Well, Natalya could. I mean, Natalya goes every week. She's going to look. She's going to get beat.
She's still a professional. She's a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion. You know, she's very good in the ring. So for her and Piper Niven to be that far off, like it just didn't look good. It didn't look good at all. It looked slow and clunky. It just, there was a couple spots that like, all right, that isn't too bad, but the rest of it's like, man, this is hard to watch.
Well, didn't Chelsea Green come in the match too?
Chelsea Green with the assist a little bit, I guess. She got up there and tried distracting Natalya. Well, she ends up getting hit, I think, by Piper Niven. I believe she gets knocked off. Well, I guess that distracts Natalya enough or something. I can't remember how the hell Natalya ended up on her knees or on her ass. But then Piper was able to do her little splash on her, which is actually a pretty cool move when you're a bigger athlete like that. So she ends up getting the pin. Well, then you have Piper and Chelsea Green giving Natalya the business afterwards. Then you had Tegan Knox running in to help Natalya out. So you have to figure there's going to be some sort of tag team match to come out of this.
That'll definitely be either Crown Jewel or Survivor Series, one or the other.
And I think it's probably going to be for the titles. And I would not be surprised if they took the titles off of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green. As entertaining, I think it is, just because it's so Felix and Oscar, the odd couple-ish, you know what I mean? Like, Piper Niven making herself the tag team champion with Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green being like kind of fancy and prissy, and Piper Niven just being like, just being a big girl, strong, athletic. And it's really weird. It's like you don't get those two would mesh, but I think if they make it work. But I wouldn't be surprised if they drop the titles to Natalya and Tegan Knox, and just to get something on Tegan Knox to kind of give her a little bit of a boost because she's a newer. I don't know if she's a regular yet or not, but she's a newer.
She's becoming a regular.
Yeah,
put that way. Yeah,
like they're putting her name out there more and more.
I wouldn't mind the titles on Tegan Knox and Natalya. I'd be okay with that.
And I don't think it would be anything that would be on there long. I think it'd be temporary. I think that Piper Niven and Chelsea Green would get their rematch probably a couple weeks later.
Sure.
And they get it back. That wouldn't surprise me at all. I
agree.
So, and I'd be fine with that too. Like I have no problem with that. Anything to give a little bit of Tegan Knox a little bit of a rub. If that means putting a title on her for a couple of weeks, then
go for it. Sure.
Because it seems like people are really excited to see her wrestle.
I totally agree.
So moving on from there, the Seth.
I'm not saying I don't like Tegan and Natalya. I'm okay with that, and I'm okay with Piper too. Piper Niven. I have no problem with Piper Niven. I just don't. I think she's good.
I think before a tag team title match, I'd like to see them team together against either another tag team or against Piper Niven and Chelsea Green to earn that that title shot and to see how they look together. You know what I mean?
Sure.
We haven't seen them together at all. We just seen them like kind of Natalya kind of helping Tegan out or giving her hey, you'll do great, and then you have Tegan helping Natalya out.
Right.
And so we haven't seen them together at all, and I'm just saying, hypothetically, they could be a tag team.
Oh, they could.
How I kind of see the storyline flowing. And but I'd like to see them tag actually together once before they get a shot. Earn that opportunity. People say, they won. Get a little bit more of a swell behind them, and then go for the title, win the title, and then eventually drop the title back to Chelsea and Piper, who I think did a good job with it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't argue with that. Nope.
All right, so then you have Seth Rollins kind of promo in the ring, calling out.
I saw this. I was very I liked it a lot. I really did. And Seth said some things to Drew about the bloodline. I didn't understand that. That kind of threw me off. But I didn't get it.
Well, so the bloodline cost Drew the championship. Basically, Drew had from what Drew says, anyway. I don't remember the match at WrestleMania, but I do remember what I do remember of the match. It was a really good match. I don't remember how it ended, how the finish was. That's what threw me off. I didn't remember anything about
Drew losing the title because of the bloodline. I didn't
Well,
understand that.
he was going to beat Roman for the title. I don't remember him losing the title because of the blood. I don't remember that either.
Okay, maybe he had a shot at Roman is what I was trying to say. Yeah. But I don't remember that match off the top of my head. I don't know why.
And I'm 100% sure that the bloodline did interfere because that's just what they do.
Right.
But he's still bitter that they cost him the match. He's still bitter that Jey Uso's there. And all this other stuff, and nothing's going his way. And the one thing he did brought up, kind of like, was a really good point. He's like, Seth Rollins, like, dude, you need to get over it. I'm the champion. It is what it is. He's like, oh, everybody's singing your song. He's like, when I was champion, he said it was nobody. There was nobody.
Well, because it was the pandemic when he was champion.
It's like, it's like that's a really good point. Like what a way to be to show that you're bitter, saying, I was the champion, but there was nobody here to cheer me on. There was nobody here to sing my song. There was nobody here to or anything like that, to give me adulation, to slap me on the back because it was during the pandemic. And now here you are getting all this spotlight, all this attention. Basically Drew saying you couldn't have done what I done during the pandemic. Because you need that crowd reaction, you need that little pat on the back. Mm-hmm. So, but I thought it was a great promo by Seth. Really, Drew. Hey, you have nobody to blame but yourself when you lose this time. It's this person, then, and now it's just you. It's on you. And then he brought up the picture of him talking to Rhea Ripley. Did you see that?
I think I saw a little bit of it.
So he's like, I want to know what's going on between you and the Judgment Day, because I don't remember who was. I for some reason I feel like it might have been like Otis was in the picture, like somebody's being interviewed, or like it was whatever it was. But in the background, if you scan in, which was pretty it was well done by WWE, I thought. You scan into the background, there's Drew sitting there, and there's Rhea Ripley standing right next to him, and they're talking. And he's like, what was that about? And Drew's like, that's none of your business. It's like, so well, that's kind of curious now. That does kind of, Drew let and Rhea said a couple times to Damian Priest, because Damian Priest wants to go after Drew. She said a couple times, don't worry about him. I'm taking care of it. So what is going on?
So is the bloodline going to help Drew win?
I don't know. You know what? That would be something. I'll tell you, like it's one of those things that kind of like leads me to think like if you can't beat him, join him. Like he blames.
Wait a minute. Time out. Let's back up here. Let's back this up because you're really throwing me off here. If the bloodline is going to help Drew win, that screws Priest over with the briefcase, right?
Kinda for now. He still has months to cash it in, so it's not like.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out why the bloodline would help Drew. I don't get that.
Judgment Day.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant, but I don't know if the people watching.
I meant Judgment Day. Sorry, I didn't mean.
And that's where I'm getting to here. It almost like leads me to one of those things like if you can't beat him, join him. Like the bloodline screwed Drew over. Okay, he's all pissed off about it. So now he's like, what? If they do that to me, why can't I have them do that to somebody else? Why can't I have the Judgment Day do my dirty work, help me win the title then? So it's almost like because Drew's turning heel. I don't care what you say, the dude is turning heel, and he's turning fast. People love.
Well, it's obvious that he's turning heel. You can see it. It's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time, and I'm telling you, Crown Jewel, it would not surprise me if Judgment Day does help him. And not saying he's going to be a part of the Judgment Day. It's going to be one of those things where now he's in their debt. Now he owes them a favor, kind of deal. And I'm not saying that's going to be Damian Priest coming out and cashing in on him. Just him laying down, taking a 1, 2, 3. I don't think it's anything like that. But there's going to come a time where they're going to call upon him, maybe a Survivor Series, to be a part of the group.
It's a possibility. I can see that. But who's going to help Drew? Dom and Vin?
That's
what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think Priest will.
No, that's what I'm saying. Dom and Finn would be the only two, right?
And usually it's Dom who does the dirty work. They call him Dirty Dom for a reason.
Or JD McDowell. What about JD? When he's going to help him too?
He also does. He also does some dirty work as well.
That's what I'm saying. I don't see how this is possible.
So what? But they're doing something together. They're talking. There's a reason why they're talking. It's going to be. interesting to see what that's going to
If
be.
Seth's suspicious of that, which what we're saying, then something's going to give, like you said.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We'll see.
So that's my thought on it. It's one of those things where
I still say Seth comes out with the title at the end of the day.
I think he drops it at Crown Jewel.
Ooh.
Because you know what? The reason I'm thinking that is because there has.
Well, you thought he was going to drop it at Payback, and he didn't do that.
Well, and so there's the difference. Crown Jewel is a Saudi, in Saudi Arabia, they pay a lot of money for WWE to come over there, and so I expect there to be one of the titles to change hands. And it's not going to be the Bloodline. It's not going to be Roman Reigns losing yet. It's LA Knight, not yet. That's going to be an American.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's going to be one of the big four. No,
we'll get to that later.
So that's my thought on it. I just feel like one of the titles are going to be dropped. I don't think it's going to be Roman Reigns losing. I think it's going to be Seth Rollins. Yeah, Seth freaking Rollins is going to drop the title to Drew McIntyre with a little bit of help from the old Judgment Day.
Okay.
Dirty Dom or JD. I don't think Finn. It doesn't seem like
I can't see what. Yeah, it doesn't. It's not going to be Priest. Why would Priest help him?
Well, and that's. I don't think Priest will help him.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
He has the briefcase. He wants revenge on Drew McIntyre because he feels like now that Drew screwed him out of his chance of the championship because they had a hurt Seth Rollins down on the ground.
Right.
He was all hurt from the match before with Nakamura from the day before or 2 days prior, and they had him down on the mat. And for some reason, Dom has the briefcase. Why is Dom bringing the briefcase down? Why is Damian Priest not carrying the briefcase around? But anyway, Dom's walking the briefcase down, and that's when he's stopped by Drew, and Drew throws it.
Is it an official briefcase, though, is the question. We've been trying to figure that out for a couple of months now.
Well, sooner or later, we're going to find out. It's going to be hilarious.
Exactly.
All right, so rolling on here, we had Shayna Baszler versus Rhea Ripley. Shayna Baszler versus Mommy. Not too bad. Not a bad match, for as little as it was. It wasn't a long match because there was some interference.
Right.
But yeah, it wasn't. I thought Shayna did well in there with Rhea. Rhea really sold an arm injury pretty well for a bit. There was a couple moves that Shayna did there. I don't remember what the hell the first move was.
But
there's one move where she has her hand pinned to the mat and the elbow in the air. And whenever I see that move done, I always cringe because it just looks like it hurts, even though I know they're not being hurt, but it still looks like it would hurt.
When she has when she stomps that elbow down, it looks like she hits it every time.
They stomp that elbow down. It's like, God damn, that has to hurt.
It's got to hurt. Yep. Mm-hmm.
But Rhea really sold that well. I thought, like with the yelling and the screaming, like every time she did something like, rolled on it or tried to plant her arm down, she would yell and scream and pull it back up. She did a really good job with that, I thought.
Yep.
But she also did a really good job of showing how strong she is by bouncing back and, still handling herself. And then when what's her name came down to the ring, I can't think of her name.
You got me on that one.
She's built like Piper Niven. What the hell's her name?
She's built like Piper Niven.
She just came back.
Raquel?
Piper Niven's a round girl, all right? Raquel's not.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think.
I can't find it now. I have it written down. Oh, Nia Jax.
Oh, Nia. Okay, sorry. Okay, I don't know why I said. What was I thinking?
I cannot remember shit. It pisses me off so bad. I can't. Well, here's, of course, Eileen helping us out here again. Eileen, thank you very much.
Yeah, but Raquel was in the match too.
Raquel came down. So Nia Jax came down first.
That's my point. I said Raquel was in it. I remember it being there.
Well, Raquel wasn't in the match.
But she came down the ringside.
Yes. So Nia Jax came down first, and Rhea's like, one arm tucked. She's like, come on, bring it on. Let's go. And then she gets in there, and they're going at it. They're going at it pretty good. Then eventually, or no, did she even make it down to the ring? I don't remember. I think she got down to the end, and I think Raquel attacked her. And then, she did. And then Zoe Stark came out of the crowd.
Right.
Zoe Stark, she was out there. She was flying around. She looked really good. But I'll tell you what, Raquel Rodriguez looked really good, I thought. She had some spots there with Nia Jax. She was – and then she ran – I think she threw Nia into the steps. I think she went to –
she threw Nia into the steps. Right, she did. Yes.
But I thought Raquel looked really good.
Raquel always looks good.
But I think at the end of the day, I think it was Mommy that was left standing in the ring. She was the only one that was – and everybody else was kind of out, though. But the match was all right. It wasn't bad. It was
a no contest. Nobody won.
Well, no, but I mean, there was still a little bit of a match.
Right.
It was a no contest because Nia, I think it was Nia Jax, the one that got in the ring, and then it was the village rang or something like that. But yeah, it was. There's gonna be like a fatal 4-way or something happening here real soon with those four.
It's only a matter of time. Between those four.
I'd assume for the title, even though they all have a beef with Nia Jax, you know what I mean? It's not like they're all after Rhea. They're all after Nia.
Well, Nia's trying to take out the whole women's division. That's what she's trying to do.
Squash all of them, she says. Squash. So, I don't like Nia Jax at all. I don't.
I'm not a fan either, but she does. She's there for a reason.
Give me Piper Niven any day of the week. I mean, I think Piper Niven is a better wrestler.
Okay.
Nia Jax is just there because she's the bigger girl. I think that's the only reason. She's almost like a giant.
Plus, she's part of the Rock's family, so that could be why.
Is she?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I think she is. Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right, moving on from there. Then we got the Intercontinental Championship between Big Bronson Reed. Got to put the big there.
Poor Big Bronson. I like Bronson Reed. I like Bronson Reed. I'm a fan.
I do know that. And the ring general Gunther. Awesome match again. Like anytime Gunther has a match, it's awesome. It's insane.
Is he ever going to lose his Intercontinental title?
He will.
When?
It's going to be to like somebody from Pretty Deadly probably. Elton Strong was probably
Pretty Deadly had a massage parlor on Friday night. I saw that.
So here's something with that. So my youngest
something
daughter,
I could use right now.
My youngest daughter's sitting with me and she's watching this and she's asked me 50 million questions about everything that's on. Well, then Pretty Deadly comes on and the Brawling Brutes. It's when they're wrestling the Brawling Brutes from the week before.
Yes.
I think it was I can't think of his name. The bigger of the Brawling Brutes was stomping.
The
other one.
Not Butch, the other one.
Yeah, the other one. We'll just stick with that.
Yes.
Was stomping the shit out of Elton Strong, and my daughter goes, "He's beating up on a girl." And I said, "No, he's not." I said, "That's a guy." She's like, "What do you mean?" And then he rolled around, and you see the half shirt. She goes, "Oh my God, that girl has a hairy chest." I'm like, "It's not a girl, it's a boy." As I'm telling you. She's like, "Why is his shirt like that?" I said, "That's what they wear." It's like, I can't handle it, man. It's driving me insane. So it was.
Anyway, Gunther gets the win over Bronson Reed because Gunther wins every week.
It was a good match. It was a really good match. Bronson Reed put a hell of an effort in there, and for Gunther to wrestle these bigger wrestlers the way he has been, I'll tell you what, man. Because who did he wrestle last week? It was he got the power bomb on.
Was it Ciampa?
No, it was a bigger wrestler. Or am I thinking of Bronson Reed? He got the power bomb on him. It was Otis.
Otis, right? It was Otis. Yes.
He got the power bomb on him and stuff like that, and just not with ease, but he walked over and just boom, to finish it off. I mean,
right.
Bronson Reed I can see Bronson Reed being a champion. Absolutely. Like
I've been saying that for months for Bronson Reed to be Intercontinental Champion. Getting him a title shot. I was excited about this on Monday night. I wanted to see Bronson Reed win, but no, not going to happen because it's Gunther.
Eileen says, "I never knew Bronson Reed was Australian until he spoke."
Yeah,
I think he's from New Zealand. I think is he Australian or from New Zealand?
I think he's Australian.
It's somewhere in that area. It's either Australia. He's either Australian or from New Zealand. It's one of the two. But yeah, he has you don't expect it until he starts talking and he comes out with that accent. Like, holy shit!
I know he doesn't look like he's from Australia. That's for sure.
But yeah, it's only a matter of time before he has some sort of title on him.
Well, he was climbing that ladder for the longest time. He kept going and going and going, and he kept putting matches left and right. So it was only a matter of time to get an Intercontinental title match.
Well, I don't think this is the last time we're going to see him against Gunther either. If Gunther still has the title,
you might see it. You might see it again. He might get another shot.
We should see it again. I mean, that was a hell of a match. It was an awesome. It's a pay-per-view worthy. Every Intercontinental title defense that Gunther has is a pay-per-view worthy defense.
But yet, it's on Monday Night Raw.
It's on Raw, and I get it. It's for the ratings boost and stuff like that, and they want big matches on Raw. But I mean, ones like this, Big Bronson Reed against Gunther, man, that's pay-per-view shit right there. That's one of the big four. That's a SummerSlam. That's a Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, WrestleMania type match.
I've been saying that for months. I mean, I just don't like the fact that the IC belt is not getting any love on any pay-per-views at all.
And like I said, I think the only reason is to keep their ratings up. But I mean, they're never going to beat Monday Night Football in ratings. They never. So I mean, I don't even know why they bother trying. And I
don't even know how they do that. I couldn't even tell you what the ratings were. Well, Monday night was a good game because But anyway.
Because of the Cowboys.
But no, I wasn't going there. I was just saying it was a very good game. But I don't doesn't Raw usually beat Monday Night Football normally?
No, it's always Monday Night Football.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what the numbers are though, but I feel like Raw, our Monday Night Football, almost doubles what Raw does. Raw, let's say, for instance, Raw does 1.2 million viewers. Monday Night Football is doing over 2.
Okay.
Gotcha. And that's for the lesser type. Like if the Raiders Packers, the Raiders, aren't the greatest team in the world, and the Packers aren't the greatest team in the world, so it's not really a marquee match. Even though historically both franchises have big names. But that's not going to be the highest viewed Monday Night Football game. But that still beats Monday Night Raw.
I got you.
We got a comment here from Adam Glenn.
Adam,
you know how he feels about the Cowboys?
Adam, we don't need your opinion on that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shoosh, Adam. Shoosh, please.
So then we had the tag team championship match to finish the show off.
Yes.
And we kind of talked about that a little bit. I was really surprising to see them drop the titles on Raw.
Yes.
And I'm assuming that there's going to be a rematch. I don't know when.
They're probably Crown Jewel, I would think.
And so we're Crown Jewel's November 4th or I think November 4th. So that's just right around the corner.
That sounds right. That sounds about right. Yeah.
Saturday anyway.
Yeah. So I think it's Saturday at 1:00 if I'm not mistaken.
So
great. I'll be in softball.
So that's Raw. Like I said, we talked about that tag team match. It was a good match. It was surprising that they lost. He had Jimmy and screwed Jay, and Jay got his revenge a little bit on SmackDown.
Yes, he did. He got him back. Yep. I
mean, but there was no consequences to it. You know what I mean? It's not like it didn't cost Jimmy anything for Jay running in on SmackDown. It didn't cost him anything.
Well, I guess my question is, has Roman officially got Jimmy back into the bloodline? If I missed something there? That's
what it seems like. I mean, he's still acting like a fool.
Yeah.
I don't know. Jimmy's squirrely. I don't know what's going on, but I do think it seems like he's in the bloodline.
Right. I got you. No, it was a good match. It was very good. Jimmy got Jay the best of them, and Cody and Jay ended up losing the match, and we got new tag team champions, and it's the Judgment Day again. So
now the Judgment Day owes the bloodline.
That is correct.
We'll see where that comes in. Is that going to come in against LA Knight?
I hope not.
Oh, that's the only plausible thing that could happen. If I'm Mr. LA Knight, I have some sort of backup plan. Hey, you guys need to be out here if hey, John Cena, we're pals. I know you have your thing with Sikoa going on, so how about you help me out? Keep an eye. You see something squirrely, come down and help out. So
yeah, what's up with Cena and Sikoa? What's going on with that?
That's just a match. It's just
okay.
Like I Cena needs matches, and I guess you kind of want to see what Solo's made of. So
Cena looks great. I can't get over it. He looks really good.
Yeah,
he does look good. So you want to pay some bills before we go to SmackDown?
Yeah, let's pay some bills. I was just bringing up the SmackDown notes that I have here.
Okay.
We got a comment here before I do the bill paying, and we'll read that comment first. And
okay, sounds good.
Eileen, why take Jay out of Usos to put him back in another tag team and play hot potato with the tag titles? We said the same thing last week. It didn't make sense.
We did.
If you're like a main event Jey Uso, you're not main eventing shit if you're a tag team partner or something. You're not main eventing anything if you're a tag team partner.
He went from one partner to the other.
Yeah, it doesn't it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to Dave, I believe. I think that we talked about that last week. I think it was last week we talked about it.
Yeah, it was actually it was 2 weeks ago.
Okay. And so yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I don't know why Jay would agree to it if he wants to be main event Jay, and here we are. He's tag team. He's tag team champion again, and
but I got to be honest. I kind of like him with Cody. I do. I think it's a different vibe, and I think they work too good together. Especially Cody with Cody Cutter, and Jay's picking him up, and I like that. I like that a lot. I think that's really good. Yeah.
It's going from one tag team to another. It just doesn't, why break up the Usos, which is one of the greatest tag teams of all time,
right?
Just to put Jay in another tag team and Jimmy kind of meandering around the bloodline, which I get, because that's part of a faction. That's not a tag team, but I mean, he hasn't really been doing anything either.
No. But I just thought it was a different. I mean, it was different. It was different seeing Cody and Jay together. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No. And they were actually not that bad of a tag team if you think about it.
No, they weren't. They worked well together. Cody.
What I'm saying. They worked well together. They did.
It just doesn't. It still doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
Well, I'm not saying. Maybe it doesn't have to make sense.
No, you're right. It doesn't have to make sense, but
no. But anyway.
So I want to pay some bills now that we're not making sense.
We don't make sense either.
We're forgetting names and stuff like that all the time.
Exactly.
We're just waiting for Eileen to chime in so we can remember.
That's right.
All right, so we'll start off with the OG here, Jason Fine from J Fine Law, a.k.a. Big Al. You can reach Big Al at 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Jason Fine specializes in motor vehicle accidents, slip and falls, workman's comp, and personal injury claims. He has 3 office locations throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. In New Jersey, at Cherry Hill, New Jersey, the office is located at 3 Greensward Lane. And the phone number there is 856-209-5258. And in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the office is located at 500 Grant Street, Suite 2900. The phone number there is 412-365-8151. And then in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the office is located at 1628 JFK Boulevard, Suite 2120. The phone number there is 267-888-2980. That's Jason Fine, attorney Big Al. Tell him Out of the Box Sports Entertainment sent ya. Now to my favorite, Monkey.
Big Al, yeah.
Yeah, Big Al. Go to monkeycoldcoffee.com. Get your coffee there. We have the OG coffee, the bourbon chocolate chip infused. Fantastic. My personal favorite is the toasted coconut rum. One of the newest flavors is the Sumatran medium roast blend. Very good coffee there. And then the newest blend, which I have not tried yet, is the organic blend, Peru La Florida. They're from their global gourmet collection. Everything, if you go online and you check out the tasting notes to this one, everything sounds fantastic in it. So give it a shot. I can't wait to try it. Then head over to their swag shop and get yourself some cool gifts. You have the coffee mug, you have a tumbler there, T-shirts, cold brew pitcher gimmick. You have a K-cup adapter, and don't forget your Paradise rum cake when you leave. And when you're at the register, your whole little shopping cart filled up with coffee and T-shirts and such, be sure to enter that promo code OOTB Sports for 10% off. The promo code, once again, is OOTB Sports, and enter that at checkout at monkeycoltcoffee.com. And one of our newer sponsors, Dugout Mugs. Go to dugoutmugs.com for your ultimate game day mug. They have all the baseball teams and different styles of dugout mugs, different variety of dugout mugs. Like I said before, shortstop dugout mugs, which are a little bit smaller. The old wine glass dugout mug, the knob shots, the coasters, the bottle openers, a lot of cool stuff there at dugoutmugs.com. And at register, put in that promo code OOTB Sports 20 for 20% off. That promo code, once again, is OOTB Sports 20 for 20% off. Yay.
And get your dugout mugs. Yeah.
All right, we'll do the show schedule at the end here.
Okay.
Got one more comment before we start hitting Smackdown.
Eileen,
she says, I never make sense. Eileen, you make the most sense.
You make the most sense out of both of us, Eileen, so it's all good.
We should make this a tripod and get Eileen on the show here.
Oh, I agree. Totally.
Hell, we should go Fatal 4-Way and get Adam on here too. The hell with it.
Hey, well, there you go.
Here we go. Yeah. All right, so we start off Smackdown. Paul Heyman kicks in Smackdown down there. My name is Paul Heyman, and then he goes into the whole. Like I think it's hilarious. Everybody says my name is. Everybody's Paul Heyman with them, and I think that's.
Paul Heyman is looking old, man.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now that Roman's back, though, he dyed his hair and it's not gray anymore.
Yeah, it's still getting
bald
as ever.
So I don't know if the gray hair and like the old look was part of the storyline. Like, hey, Roman hasn't been here, so Paul's getting old, like getting withered, like
it looks brown now.
Now he dyed it. Now that Roman's back, Paul's looking a little chipper. Got the hair back, he's getting ready to go to the disco dance and stuff like that.
Oh God, stop.
So Paul's out there talking about Roman Reigns and sending a message to LA Knight and Crown Jewel.
Wait, back up a little bit. Why does Paul Heyman do everything he says that he said when he was with Brock Lesnar? The reigning, defending, all that stuff he says about Roman is what he said about Brock. I don't get it.
That's part of his shtick, man. That's part of, so if you have a lawyer, he says he's the advocate. So if you have a lawyer and let's say you somebody murders somebody.
Right.
All right, then you murder somebody. You're probably going to get the same spiel, the same rundown, the same defense as what that person got because it's the same. If it's the same exact crime, I'm saying it has to be the same exact crime.
Right.
You'll get the same spiel, same rundown, same defense that person got because it's the same exact thing. So with the Brock Lesnar, he feels in his promos that Roman Reigns is not the beast, the beast incarnate, but he is a tribal chief, so he's on the same level as Brock, right? So he gets the same treatment, the same promo, the same entrance as Brock Lesnar did. That's what I think, anyway.
I think you're right. I agree with that.
I mean, so usually stuff isn't by mistake. Usually it's on purpose for a reason, and that's why they do it like that, kind of showing you, say, this guy is on the same level as what the Beast was.
Mm-hmm. You know what's funny though? Yeah. Yeah. You know what's funny? Paul Heyman likes LA Knight. He likes his style. Yeah. So that's what gets me like between LA Knight and Roman, which we're going to see at Crown Jewel, which is I'm excited about. I can't wait to watch that. But because I think LA Knight has a shot. But it's like but Paul Heyman's into like I love your I love you love your style, what you're doing, and LA Knight's like I'm not buying what you're saying. So I'm just saying.
Well, and I think Paul's being genuine. I think Paul does like it. It kind of takes him back a little bit to the earlier days. The through there. You know, like Stone Cold was one of his guys. He was a Heyman guy, and
Right.
you know, kind of, you know, goes back to that. I think anyway.
Right. I that's what I'm thinking too.
But I mean, like, you know, so Paul does his spiel tonight, and then LA Knight comes down and confronts him. And, you know, and LA Knight was pissed. And, you know, after that spear last week from Roman.
Roman, yeah.
And, you know Roman's trying to send a message and tell him, you know, that's the wrong thing you should be doing to this guy. And, you know, kind of, you know, yells at Paul for a little bit, tells Paul to get out. Paul's getting out, tells Paul to get back in. Paul's like, well, you told me to get out. He's like, I don't care what you thought I said. And, you know, get in here. And, you know, slams the microphone in Paul's chest after he's done, you know.
Well, he said, tell Roman whose game this is. And, you know.
Whose game is it, Dave?
Everybody say L.A. Knight, yeah.
There we go.
Let me talk to you.
So it was a pretty good start to SmackDown, and I thought
it was a great start to SmackDown when you get this too.
I thought LA Knight, you know, came off really good. He looked strong. You know, I like the angry LA Knight. And
he's great. I love it. You know what? He comes up every week. The crowd is loving it. I know Triple H loves it because Triple H is the one who saved him. You know, because they weren't gonna let him go this far.
Yeah.
And now that he's got a chance and he's going to go to Crown Jewel and he's going to fight, you know, wrestle Roman, and I'm not saying he's going to win, but if he did win, that place would be robbed.
Well, and that's the thing. Like I don't think he's going to win. That's something you want to have on a bigger stage. I think, you know, Crown Jewel's big.
Well, Crown Jewel's a big stage. It is, if you think about it.
Saudi Arabia. It's not.
It's once every year. It doesn't happen all the time.
But I'm saying it's not in the States. I mean, like, I get it. You know, WrestleMania might be like overseas as well, but that's WrestleMania. That stands on its own. But like, if a big title turn like that, like I would want it in the States somewhere. I'd want it like at a Madison Square Garden or somewhere big like that. That having it overseas at 1:00 in the afternoon here because it's in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So like, I think it's going to happen, but I just like I do think he might be the one that to unseat Roman.
Wouldn't that be great?
And so it just seems like LA Knight's on his way right now.
Did you hear what Roman said in the what he said to him though?
No.
He says he goes, I've been champ for over 1,100 days. Who are you? You know. I thought that was good. I was like, okay.
And speaking of that, later on SmackDown, you had John Cena cutting a promo out there, and he brought that up, about Roman, saying that he's champ for 1,100 days, and John Cena's like, well, that got me to thinking, and he said it was 2,002 days since the last time he won a televised match.
2018, he said.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I know. I didn't even think about that. To be honest with you.
Granted, a large chunk of that time he spent not even there. You know what I mean? Like, he was off doing some really cool Hollywood stuff with Peacemaker and some other movies that he was in. I don't know if did you ever see Blockers with John Cena in it?
No.
Oh my God! So there's this one scene. So basically the movie is a bunch of parents trying to protect their kids from losing their virginity on prom night. Their kids are planning to lose their virginity on prom night, and these parents are trying to prevent that from happening. And John Cena's a dad. He's one of the parents.
Okay. Gotcha.
They're trying to make it to their kids in time, and they're chasing them all over creation, trying to get to them. Well, they for some reason I can't remember exactly what happened. They end up at a frat party. All right, and so they're like these frat guys are telling John Cena they're I don't remember all the parts that happened to this, but basically he had to challenge this other frat guy to a chugging contest. He's like, all right, I can do that. And they're like, no, dude, it's a butt chug. It's like, a butt chug? What is that? And that's when they stick the funnel in your ass and they pour beer down it. So I'm thinking, like, there ain't no way John Cena, PG-13 John Cena is going to do this. Well, John Cena's pants go down, they stick the hose in his ass, and there he gets that funnel. They're pouring beer down his ass, and the cops come, and he's like, they go, oh, the cops are coming. And he goes, what? And then all of a sudden, all that beer goes flying out of the funnel to this other guy's face. Like, it's so ridiculous. But
I got to see this.
It was a really funny movie. It was a funny movie, and what
was it called again?
Blockers.
Blockers. Okay.
Yeah. It's almost like a cock blocker. Like you're getting cock blocked, but it's just called Blockers.
Gotcha.
But
I'll check that out.
nah.
No, I'll watch it.
Go ahead.
I'll watch it. I'll give it a shot.
And like I said before, I said this before on the show. I really like his role on as Peacemaker for DC Comics and stuff like that. I think he does a great job with that. It's a comical role, but he already looks like a Super Bowl or a superhero. Super Bowl. He already looks like a superhero with all those muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So he's almost kind of like an anti-hero. Like he's like a villain, but he's not. Kind of it's hard to tell what he is.
Right.
But he does a really good job with that. He's funny. He's strong. So anyway,
he's good all around.
Not winning a televised match in so long is insane because
since 2018.
And everybody, like, the biggest knock on Cena for the longest time is like he doesn't put anybody over. Cena is always squashing everybody, or Cena's always putting the kibosh to people's pushes and stuff like that. It's like he hasn't won a televised match in 5 years. Granted, a chunk of that he was there, but still,
his dedication to the WWE is amazing. It just is. I mean, as long as he's been with this company, he's never left. He's been like so much like what's the word I'm looking for? His loyalty, is huge to Vince, the company, Triple H, whatever. They love Cena. Cena can do no wrong in WWE.
So he's at what? He had 16 championships, right? Like he won the title.
16 titles. Yep.
So that's Ric Flair has the record at 16 as well.
Right.
Do you ever think there's a chance that John Cena breaks Ric Flair's record?
Well, they've been saying that for years. Only a matter of time. I think he does eventually. But when, I don't know.
It's interesting because like you look at it, he is kind of coming towards the end now. Like, granted, you had Ric Flair wrestle until he was 80 years old. But still, he's coming to the point where he's not going to have that chance to be a top flight superstar.
Well, he's only 40. What? He's in his 40s. 40. What is he? 49, 48?
I have no idea. I'd assume he's probably close to 50, but I have no idea.
Yeah, he's up there. He's getting there. He's got my age.
His clock, his superstar clock is ticking. There's a chance that he can continue wrestling past.
Well,
that.
They could probably do like one night thing where he does win it. And then just to beat the record,
he wins it and retires the next day or something like that. I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
anyway,
moving on with SmackDown after you had the LA Knight, Paul Heyman spiel. You had Montez Ford versus Santos Escobar.
Yes.
They had like the LWO and Street Profits had this whole thing with Bobby Lashley. Had this whole thing going on now where last week they attacked. Carlito, and they stomped his ass down.
Well, Carlito came down to ringside this time, but go ahead.
Carlito came down for the save. This time you had Santos versus Montez Ford. All right, match, whatever. It is what it is. I like Santos Escobar. I think he's really good. I'm not a big fan of the Street Profits. I do like the Street Profits with Bobby Lashley, but anyway.
I like the Street Profits without Bobby Lashley.
I don't like them before. I like what they could be. I don't like them as the Street Profits, and I still feel like they're like the Street Profits. But I'd rather have them because they wear the suits. I want to see a straightforward business type Street Profits.
Right.
Drop the name Street Profits, call the Profits, or something. I don't know. But
are you okay? But back up a little bit. Are you an LWO fan?
No, I like Santos. I think Rey Mysterio's past his time, and he's ended up losing that damn title to freaking Logan Paul now.
Now that you know Carlito's in the LWO, right?
Yeah, I know Carlito. I'm fine with Carlito. I have nothing against Carlito. I mean,
okay.
But I like Santos Escobar. He's the only guy there.
I'm mad at Carlito right now. I love Carlito, but I'm mad at Carlito. I'll tell you why.
Tell me why.
He changed his music.
I know. I heard that. I'm like that's not Carlito.
I know that's not Carlito.
Like I said, it still has like a Caribbean kind of like vibe to it. Not what
it's not the same.
Spit in the face of anyone.
People don't want to be cool.
Or whatever the hell it went.
No, I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
It's good stuff.
I love it when he spit in the guy's eye with the apple. It's the best.
So here's the thing. If I'm Santos Escobar in the LWO and I'm walking down for a match against the Street Profits, and I'm walking down with those two jabronis from the LWO who I can't remember their names, and there's a reason why I can't remember their names because they suck ass. If I'm walking down with those two, I'm telling Ray and I'm telling Carlitos, and no. You guys are coming down with me. Leave those two idiots in the back, those two jabronis. Leave them in the back because whenever they come out here with me, they get their asses whooped. And tonight is by one person. The Montez Ford's partner, whose name, again, I can't remember.
Dawkins.
Dawkins. He whooped both their asses, basically. He took them both out.
He took them both out. Yes, he did.
So then they're that gets Santos Escobar. What did he get? How did he lose? Did he get rolled up or whatever?
I think he got. Well, Montez Ford rolled him up and got the win.
Yeah. So they end up stomping the shit out of him. Because the other two idiots are out on the floor laying down because they got their asses kicked again.
Then that's where Carlito came into play.
That's when Carlito came down. So it's like so you see a tag team happening there. You're gonna have Carlito and Santos Escobar versus the Street Profits.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where Bobby Lashley comes in, like they're going to need a third person, but you have Rey Mysterio dealing with Logan Paul now, so I don't know what's going to happen with that.
What a waste of time!
And
Logan Paul to me is a waste of time. I'm sorry, I just can't take him.
Ray's going to lose that belt to Logan Paul. He's going to have the U.S. title.
I agree with that. That's going to happen.
And that's is he going to be there every week?
I'm just not a Logan Paul fan. I never was.
Yeah.
He's taking up a roster spot, is the way I look at it.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's one of those part-time deals. You know what I mean? Like, because he just got done boxing the last week or whatever it was.
Right.
But I don't know if he's taking up a roster spot per se.
I personally feel he is because why does he all of a sudden he comes into the picture and he gets the U.S. title shot with Ray? Why?
Okay, so now if anything, I would say he's taking away a push. He's taking away something else to push.
Okay.
Maybe not a roster spot because I don't think they're beholden to any kind of like roster limit like a Major League Baseball team or a football team would be.
Right.
So I don't agree with the roster spot.
Okay, maybe a push of what you're saying.
If you want to say that he's taking away somebody's push, I'll agree with that 100%.
Yes.
I want somebody like that's why I was getting ready to say like they got to bring back the U.S. title invitational, much like what John Cena did when John Cena had the U.S. title, where every week all comers, whoever John Cena would walk out there and say, all right, who's next? Yeah. And they bring somebody down. He'd put whoever he wrestled. There'd be a terrific match. He'd put them over. John Cena would come out the winner, but still, it would be a terrific match, and you'd know who that other person was after that match. You need something like that. And Ray, he's not defending the title weekly at all.
No.
And Logan Paul, if he wins it, he's not going to be there monthly. Who the hell knows when he's going to be there?
That's what I'm saying. What's his his schedule?
He might win you might not see him to WrestleMania.
That's what I'm saying. Or a pay-per-view. We're going to hold that title that long? No, that ain't going to happen.
It's a bit of a bummer. I would have liked to see maybe like somebody like Bronson Reed get a shot at that.
Totally
if he's not going to take the IC title from Gunther, why not give him a shot at the U.S. title?
Why not?
So
that's what I say.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, what are you going to do? All credits due to Logan Paul. He does do really well in the ring. He does really well in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So,
I have nothing against Logan Paul as a wrestler or as a performer because he's very good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But to me, he's taking up a spot that like you said earlier, that could be somebody else's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. But at Logan Paul as a wrestler or performer, I have no issues with that. The guy's good.
He's very good. He's surprisingly good.
I think he surprised a lot of people. That's what he does. Especially that off the top of the table. That was amazing.
So. It's like he's an athlete. He's an athlete. He's a superb athlete.
I agree.
You want somebody there. You want somebody in that spot that's going to be there every week.
Totally. But that's not Logan Paul, though. He's not. His schedule's too tight to be there every week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Go ahead.
But no, I don't know what the schedule is offhand. But I know he's always doing something with besides podcasts or whatever he's doing.
Yeah, selling Prime garbage or whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever. You're right. Exactly. So Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But as a performer, I have no issues with him.
So we had John Cena come out there. We cut his promo. We were already talking about it a little bit.
Yep.
Not winning 2,002 2 days. So it seems like he's going to be around for a little bit. I think they had him on for Raw next week as well, or on SmackDown for next week as well. So it seems like he's going to be around for a bit, which is good. That's good to see John Cena back for a bit.
Anytime Cena's back, I'm okay with it. I love Cena. I'm a Cena fan.
It's weird seeing people cheer for him. So used to the boos and the yays, the boos and the yays. So
Cena sucks.
Yeah, and like you get "Let's go Cena." Cena sucks. Let's go Cena. The little kids and the ladies will be singing "Let's go Cena," and all the dudes who think they're too cool for school will be yelling, "Oh, Cena sucks." I was a "Let's go Cena" guy.
I was too. I'm a big Cena fan. I've never had issues with. I met the guy. I mean, he was very nice to me when I met him. So
If I met John Cena before you met John Cena, I would have told John Cena. I said, "Hey, John Cena, there's going to be a guy here that calls himself the Showstopper."
Well, at the time when I met Cena, I wasn't married yet. I was getting married a month before I met him, and he said he wished me luck on my marriage. So yeah.
Oh, there you go. That's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Adam Glenn, you can suck it. He said, "Take off your costume. You're scaring me." Okay.
Did you see his costume, Adam? Did you see what he was wearing tonight? Oh my Lord!
I don't think he did. I don't remember if I posted it on the.
Well, Adam, if you get to see it, you're going to say, "Wow!"
Well, I'm going to put it on there then. So what else do we have here from? We had
any chance we can put it on the show tonight? I don't think so.
So we had Charlotte Flair versus Io Sky for the women's championship.
Yes.
I did not see this match.
I did. I saw it. It was very good. Io got the win. Bayley, of course, interfered, did her thing. And Charlotte, again, wasn't her night. That's all I can pretty much say on that.
Well, it said so my recap here says Bianca Belair returns.
Oh yeah, that's right. Bianca came down the right side. Yes. Yeah. Actually, funny story on that. I saw something yesterday. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Somebody put up something on Bianca Belair and saying she was coming back at Crown Jewel. That's what it was.
So
I said,
but
either Crown Jewel or SmackDown, one or the other.
Yeah.
And I said, I didn't miss her. I got moleculed for saying that. Well, some people said, me neither. Some people said, you're just a hater. I got destroyed saying I didn't miss her. And you know what? I didn't.
You should have typed back. That was a typo. I meant to say I did miss her. Sorry.
I'm not a Bianca fan. I never was. Now, Faith, my daughter, loves Bianca Belair. Me, I'm not a fan too much. So
I'm all right with Bianca. I have nothing against Bianca. I like her little skip she does. When she skips down to the ring, twirling her hair. I think it's funny. I'm off that her hair is not real, so that kind of has me in the thing.
Here we go again with that.
That's gonna be something I'm gonna hold on to for a long time, man. I ain't gonna lie. that one hurts.
Yeah, I hear you.
So Bayley helps Io out by putting her foot on the rope when Charlotte has her down, getting ready to pin her.
That's correct. Yep.
So then after Io does beat Charlotte, Damage Control stomping the shit out of her. Bianca comes down, helps her out, and so now we have a Bianca Belair helping Charlotte out. So
okay. So, but if Bianca's helping Charlotte, which I understand, that's fine. Are we going to have a Bianca Bayley again? Is that what we're seeing here?
Possibly. Yeah, maybe.
Okay, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay.
I think it's time. Bayley gets her ass kicked. I like Bayley. I like I like everything about Bayley.
Yes.
And, but it's been a while since Bayley's been in a rough.
Bayley hasn't been champion in forever. It's been a long time.
But it's been a while before she's been that I can think of that she's been in a really serious match.
Well, last time I checked, when she was champ was Sasha, wasn't it?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a name that you haven't heard of. Now that she and
or whatever. What's her name? I forget her name now.
I don't know what it is now, but yeah,
Is it Monet or something like that? Something like that.
something like that. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
It doesn't matter.
But to me, she's always
Doesn't matter what you
to me.
say.
She'll always be Sasha Banks. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah,
Monique Monet or something in that area code.
She always had the bling on the hands and stuff, and
Yeah, she was the boss. You know,
I really liked her. I really
I did too. I was a fan.
Fantastic in the ring. She was
Sasha
awesome.
was phenomenal. You kidding me?
Yeah, I was really bummed to see who left with her. I don't remember who it was.
The tag team. They were tag team. Who was it? Oh, I can't remember. Oh, it'll come to me. Give me time. It'll come to me. I can't think of it right now.
Eileen said that Sasha's new name is Mercedes Monet.
I knew it was a Monet somewhere in there on there. I just forget. I've got the Mercedes part.
I remember what the first name was.
Eileen, who went with her? I know you know this. Who went with her when she left?
They left together at the same exact time.
They were tag team. Oh, it was the Glow chick.
The what?
Glow. The Glow chick. The girl that glowed all the time.
I thought that was didn't Sasha?
No. It was Sasha and the Glow chick. I forget the Glow chick's name.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay. That Eileen just told me. You ready?
Go ahead.
You want to have a guess? No more guesses?
Oh, it'll come to me.
All right, you ready to see it? Because you're gonna kick yourself. Because I did when I seen it. All right, here you go.
Naomi. Right. Naomi. Yes.
As soon as you put it up there, it's like, oh, how did I not remember?
I mean, I knew you knew it was.
But she had those sweet ass sneakers. I'm like, I want a pair of those sneakers.
I always called her the Glow chick. That's who she was. Yeah.
Well, those are some badass shoes that she had. But yeah, she had all the black.
She was dancing with the music off, and she'd be dancing around with the lights were going on her. You know.
Yeah, it's one of the Usos' wives. Yeah, from a
yes.
Not that I watched this, but on the Divas show that used to be on VH1. I don't know if it still is or isn't. I don't know. But that used to be on, I think, VH1 or whatever, Divas, and I think she was on there. So you'd see an Uso on there. I don't know if it's Jimmy.
Right. Naomi and Sasha won the tag team titles. Okay. They wanted to take them off them. They weren't happy about it, and they left. That's why they were pissed.
Yeah.
And when Sasha left, Naomi went with her. But I don't think Naomi was willing to leave. She only did it because Sasha left. So I was like,
well, I mean,
it was like, if you go, I'll go kind of type deal.
Yeah.
If you're leaving, I'm going with you. You know, that's where I looked at it. So. But thank you, Eileen. I knew you'd be there for me.
Eilen's fantastic. I'll tell you
She's the best. She's the best. I love it.
Glenn, putting any answers out like this. Adam Glenn, is worried about what I'm wearing. He's not,
If we can't think of a wrestler, Eileen's right there for us. I knew she'd be there for me with that.
She's like our manager.
She's our that's perfect.
She's our Bobby the Brain Heenan. She's Eileen the Brain.
Eileen the Brain.
So do you have anything else from these shows?
No, I thought SmackDown was really good as usual. SmackDown's always good. It's one of the best. It's so much better than Raw. Not that Raw's been bad though. Raw's been actually pretty decent the last few couple months. With what they're doing, with the Judgment Day and with Cody and Jay and I think it's great. I really do. I'm into it. But SmackDown to me is always a better show. It just is. Yeah. Because I think being 2 hours and Raw being 3,
that 3 hours is killer, man. I'll tell you what.
It is. It definitely is. Oh, Adam said something.
Adam says Eileen is trying to be the number one fan. She's not trying. She is being the number one.
Can I just put this to rest? You two are both number one fans because you watch us all the time and we appreciate it.
Stop kissing his ass, Dave.
I'm not kissing anybody's ass. I'm just saying that they are all. I know you two have whatever your beef is. I don't know, but
talking trash all the time.
Right, I get it. But Adam, you've been talking about Cowboys too. You know what? So you can forget that. But my point is, those two are always with us, and we appreciate it every time you're with us. We do. Trust me.
They rock. They absolutely rock. Eileen and Adam.
Absolutely. Eileen and Adam.
So both shows were great. So real quick, before we jump out of here, before I do the show reads, looking ahead to Crown Jewel so far, we have a couple matches announced already. We have the McIntyre Seth freaking Rollins match for the title. We have the LA Knight versus Roman Reigns title match.
Yep.
We have Rey Mysterio versus
Logan Paul.
That's a title match. What else do we have? Do you know?
I'm sure Bailey will have a matchup probably with Bianca. I wouldn't doubt that.
I know the women are allowed to wrestle there, but I mean, like, I don't know.
You might get a three-way or triple threat with Charlotte and Io and
Bianca,
who is it? No, I don't think. Well, maybe Bianca. Maybe.
Like the whole Charlotte, Io, Asuka thing has been done.
Asuka, right, exactly. Right.
So I don't know where they go with that. The tag titles, you'd have to figure, possibly they get defended on on the pay-per-view. I don't know.
That's a possibility. Sure.
But those are the matches that I can think of off the top of my head that are announced already.
Maybe Gunther and Bronson Reed. That's a possibility too.
I hope so. That'd be awesome to see actually the IC title on a pay-per-view.
That would be fun. I agree.
Premium event. I shouldn't say pay-per-view. Premium event.
Yep.
So,
and look for Crown Jewel to be good because Crown Jewel is always a good. It's always a good pay-per-view. The only problem about Crown Jewel is it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday. And people are actually doing things. So
Adam is a good sport. I was just teasing him.
Adam is a very good sport.
He knows we're just joking with him.
Oh, we love it.
And I think Crown Jewel is usually a really good pay-per-view. One, because the Saudis throw a lot of money at it. And two, because like you said, it's usually like once a year. Well, I guess all the pay-per-views are once a year. So it's
they are. But I mean, but Saudi Arabia is always a good show. It usually is.
Yeah. And I think it's mostly because of the money. Like they throw a lot of money at it.
It's just bad timing. It's just bad timing for people because they're out, they're doing things at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Who wants to watch wrestling at 1 in the afternoon? Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're a personal wrestling fan, yeah, you will. But I mean, or you tape it, you DVR it, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the replay later on Peacock or whatever.
Yeah, Peacock. You can do that too. Sure. Yeah.
So.
I like Peacock. Do you have a Peacock?
Yeah, my Peacock came with my cable subscription, so I do have Peacock.
Gotcha.
And so like the last pay-per-view I watched, but I couldn't watch it until I think like the next day. Like I was saying, like I couldn't watch it like right after it was done. I know I'm not going to be able to see it because I know my daughter's probably on the softball field somewhere. So Well, you'll have to watch it later on then, Dave.
Yep, that is correct. Or if I just decide not to watch her, go and watch Crown Jewel, which I could do.
Plays softball.
I've seen enough games.
She's gonna hit that home run. You're like, oh, I missed it. Oh no.
Yeah, just the one game. The one time I'm not there, she will. Yeah. But she always says I always play better when I'm not there anyway. So.
Eileen says Undertaker is doing his Dead Man show in Pittsburgh, November 11th. If Pittsburgh wasn't so far away, absolutely. So I guess,
Eileen, where is that show? Where in Pittsburgh? Do you know?
I'd assume probably at a smaller venue. It wouldn't be at a stadium or anything like that. But it's.
I'm only 5 hours from Pittsburgh, so I wouldn't mind that.
Only 5 hours. Jesus Christ, that's
6 hours, 5 or 6. Well, Paul's an hour and a half. Well, 4 hours from me. He's in Johnstown.
Paul's a hop, skip, and a jump the way he drives.
This is true.
So Eileen says at the Byham Theater.
The Byham Theater.
Is it theater or theater?
I think it's theater.
I like theater. I feel like it's more.
Stop.
Has more panache. I'm going to the theater.
Okay.
I'm going to the theater with my monocle and my skinny cigarette, sipping on wine.
I'm going to take my space money later.
All right, so before
I'm going to blow up the earth with my space money later.
What's wrong with us? So I'm going to do the show reads real quick here.
He's going to blow up the earth. Congratulations.
Let me take that banner off. I guess we can see it all anyway.
Go ahead. You're good.
So this is this past week's show read. So it doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter because it's past that now. But I'll read what we have going on for tomorrow. So actually, it's not on here because I messed all the times up. The
Blue Power Hours tomorrow is at 11 o'clock.
The big Blue Power Hours on at 11 a.m. 9 a.m. I'm doing the Silver and Black layer.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on and do the silver and black layer tomorrow at 9 a.m. My daughter has she has a round robin tomorrow, like I said, so I want to do that in the morning and before Big Blue goes on. So make sure to check out the Big Blue Power Hour tomorrow, talking New York Giants football. And then we'll also have the new schedule out, I believe Sunday night or Monday morning. We'll have the new schedule out for next week. We're trying to hold to these times. Like I said, I kind of screwed the pooch with this week. We went to the Hershey again Friday night. And of course, tonight I was at a Halloween party. So I'm like, all right, let's do the old the atomic drop tonight, and then we'll push back the silver and black layer to tomorrow
Sunday.
morning.
Yes.
So that's what we got going on there. Check us out: Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. Like, follow. Please subscribe. Please follow on Twitter. Like our page on Facebook. Those YouTube channels. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. We're also on TikTok, Instagram. Check us out everywhere. Please. I begging you. Please subscribe. It helps us out tremendously, and I
totally agree.
So
if you're going to watch, if you're an Extra Innings fan with me and Joe Sullivan on Tuesday nights at 8:30, it all depends on the Phillies schedule. If the Phillies do wrap it up, that would be Monday night. We will go Tuesday at 8:30. If they do not wrap it up Monday night and they play Tuesday night, we'll go on Wednesday night at 8:30. So just letting you know.
There you go. Eileen says, "You mean I got to be up at 9 a.m. to tune in?" Yes, Eileen. I'm sorry. Or you can
It's
watch.
It's only 8 hours away. 8.5.
Just stay up. What the hell? Why even go to sleep now?
What the heck? Yeah, I'll sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. Then go back and catch Ken out at 9 a.m.
So Dave, before we head out, I have something for you. So Survivor Series is about a month away now.
Okay.
For next week's show,
one of my favorite pay-per-views. But go ahead.
Okay, so this is what I want you to do. I'm going to do the same thing, and we're going to compare notes.
Okay.
Put together your all-time favorite good guy Survivor Series team, a team of 5, and then put together your all-time favorite heel Survivor Series team. And I'm going to do the same. And you can't use anybody twice, so you can't have like Shawn Michaels and the Rockers and then have Shawn Michaels on this team again. So
okay.
If you're going to take Shawn Michaels, you got to figure out what iteration of Shawn Michaels you have to pick. And your good guy team has to have at least one tag team, and your bad guy team has to have at least one tag team.
Okay.
All right? So
I think I can handle that.
And if you guys are watching still, Eileen, Adam, anybody out there watching that checks the show out, do the same and bring your Survivor Series lineups to us next week. And I'd be curious to see what people came up with. So I was thinking about that the other night at work. I'm like, that'd be a pretty cool thing to do. And kind of compare notes. We need to do a couple weeks before Survivor Series. And
are we talking old school Survivor Series? It doesn't matter.
Like the 5 versus 5 match. Any superstars you want from any era, it doesn't matter. You just can't repeat them.
Just one match or just
two teams, a good team and a bad. Not that they're going to have a match. Just
two teams, one good team, one bad team. Okay.
Your ultimate favorite, your ultimate good guy team. Then your ultimate.
Oh God, I could tell you that right now off the top of my head. But go ahead.
Wait till next week.
I will.
It gives me a chance to do it, and so it's. All right. So
actually, I have been to Survivor Series. And I was in Missouri for a Survivor Series when Rock turned corporate.
Oh, what were you doing?
When he won the title that night for it was The Rock was the champ that night. He won the title, and I met Rock the next day after that show was over in the airport in St. Louis.
Oh yeah,
and he was walking down the aisle. I'd never forget this story. He's walking down the aisle, walking down to the airport, going to his flight. My flight was next to his. I was going back to Philly. He was going to Cincinnati. And he wasn't as big as he is now. I mean, he wasn't. Yeah. He was just he was the Rock, but he wasn't the Rock.
Mega actor, Dwayne
right?
Johnson.
Mega actor, right? He wasn't an actor at the time when I met him. And he gave me 10 minutes of his time and talked to me and asked me where I was going. Did I see the show? Did I have a good time? All that fun stuff. And I it was. I'll never forget it.
That's unbelievable. 10 minutes. Wow.
Well, when I was in the airport, I saw Dave Hetner, the referee.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw Mark Henry. He was very grumpy that night.
Mark Henry was?
Yeah, he wasn't too happy. He didn't want to talk to anybody. But it was Mark Henry, Dave Hebner, a couple other wrestlers. I can't think of the top of my head. And The Rock just started walking down the aisle. I walked down the ramp, whatever, in the airport with the title on his shoulder, and he was wearing a sweatsuit. And he talked to me for like 10 minutes.
About what?
Asking me where I was going. Was I at the show? Did I have a good time? Stuff like that. We just sat there and talked. And he was the coolest guy ever.
I would have died if you would have said, "Hey, what's your name, little man?" And you would have said, "My name's." It doesn't matter what your name
is, right? Well, and he asked me.
I went to heaven right there.
But it was just so funny. Like I said, his plane was going to Cincinnati, but I was going to Philadelphia. Because I think he was going to Monday Night Raw, and he said to me, "I'll never." He said to me, because the next show in Philly was in October, and I think it was October. Was it October? Yeah, November, December. Yeah, somewhere in that area. He goes, "I'll see you in Philly." I'm like, "All right, dude, later."
Yes, you will, Rock.
Nope. Coolest guy. And that's my Rock. That's my Rock moment right there.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
It was cool. It was very neat.
All I have is I met the Honky Tonk Man once, and
I never met him.
And he made some lewd comments. So there we go. That's all I get.
I've met Shawn 2 or 3 times. That was big. I actually got my picture taken with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
I did. Yep.
Honky Tonk Man.
I'll show you. I'll show you that on Facebook. I'll give you that picture. But yeah,
All right. So you ready to kick your ass out of here,
dude? I got a pitch in 8 hours. So whatever. I got 2 games. Actually, I think I'm pitching 1. I don't know which one or 2, but I'm pitching 1. So.
All right. So hey, that's it for us then, I guess.
Yeah, we're good.
So we'll come back with a time for next week.
Yep.
Try to make it a little bit more accurate than we did this week. So
sure.
We'll see what we can do here. What I can do.
Hey, we appreciate everybody following us. We really do.
Yep. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for checking.
And we love doing the show for you guys. We really.
Yes. Sorry, it was a short show today. It's only an hour and 33 minutes. Usually we go 2 hours, but
well, I think it's an hour and a half's not bad.
It's pretty good.
Not too bad at all.
All right. Hey, one more time. Tell them whose game it is.
Everybody say L.A. Night. Yeah.
See you guys
later. See you next week, baby. Later.